front brake and rotor replacement on a 2013 Lexus GS 350. First thing you do is rotate this pin until that cotter pin is facing up. Get that cotter pin out. Once you take the little cotter pin out, right on, see if it'll focus. Once you take the cotter pin out and you twist and pull this pin out, when that pin come out, this face plate is going to come out. Here's that face plate and that pin. Now it's a 4-piston system, so you may want to get a big pair of channel locks and grab this lip here on the top of the brake pad. Come behind the caliper, squeeze that in, and do the same thing on the opposite side. Grab here and here. What may happen is when you squeeze one side, the other side may try to pop back out. So you might want to squeeze one side and wedge something in between the brakes, and then squeeze the other side. That way the piston don't keep coming out on you. So I got the first side pushed in. I used my C-clamp to just win the angle. Once I got started, I used my pry bar, pried it out the rest of the way to get that piston pushed in. But I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna put something in here and do the exact same thing on this side. I gotta put something here, that way if you push this in, it's gonna make the pistons pop back out. So I'm gonna get this side pried. So I got both sides pushed in. Trying to wait for the video to focus. Once you get both sides pushed in, you just pull the brake pads out. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that pin that I pulled out here, and I'm gonna go clean this up on a wire wheel. I'm sorry the video is out of focus. The only thing left to do is to come in the back and loosen this bolt here and the one right here. I'm not sure of the size yet, to take off this whole caliper. So using a 17mm here and down here where my ratchet is, take those 2 bolts out, and that'll release this whole caliper off of the rotor. So using a bungee cord around the upper control line, holding the caliper. Most cases this rotor will be stuck, but mine is loose, and if you just wiggle it off, it'll come off. But I'm gonna have to take this off with 2 hands. So this is what it looked like without the rotor on there. It's pretty much similar changing brakes as if you're doing motorcycle wheels. So I'll bring you back when we get the parts. So now our new parts is here for the Lexus. We can install the rotor. Alright, I sprayed it down with brake clean, both sides. I cleaned it off. Now we can sit the caliper on top of it. With the caliper installed using a 17 to tighten down both of the caliper bracket bolts. Now with the rotor on and the caliper tightened down, it's time to install the brakes. And they just slide in. This one has the clip on the left side. It goes in the back and it just pushes in. And then this one don't have a clip anywhere. And this just pushing on this side. Now you take your retainer. Come with a new one, I'm just showing you. And that goes in this way. And let me get the new one. So here's the new clip. You see how it got that hook? It faces up. And you put this on like that, just sits there. And then you take the pin, you come through from this side, push it all the way through. You're gonna have to push down on this retainer to get that spring, that pin locked in between these springs. So this is the orientation the clip goes in. You gotta press down real hard to get that pin to come through. It's best to put some grease on it. I'm gonna stop here and put some grease on it now because it was hard trying to get that thing in there. And once you get your pin all the way through, make sure that hole is showing and put your cotter pin in there so it can't bag out. And that's it. Front brakes and rotor replacement on a Lexus. Forgot the year, give me a second. This is a 2013 GS 350. Front brakes and rotors replacement. Comment, like, and subscribe if this video was helpful.